Hello everybody and welcome to Casualwarcraft. I am Lust, as always. Still saying it, I guess. I didn't really have a whole lot to talk about this week. Patch 5.3 is coming up. I'm going to have patch notes for that probably next week, even though it's not even on the PTR yet. I'll keep you guys updated on the patch notes what I can. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot going on. It's just kind of another, another week in WoW, I guess. Guild's doing a little bit better. We've been starting to run some heroics and stuff. We're working up to it. Hopefully, a little luck by 5.3, we'll be running some raids and stuff. Hopefully, we're still recruiting. So if you guys are looking, was it dbdawn at dbdawn.wowstead.com? Yeah, that's the one. dbdawn.wowstead.com. Come check us out. We got a little recruitment thing over there, and we'll hook you guys up if you want to join. We're kind of a casual guild, laid back, not really looking for anything serious, just looking for that old school guild thing, like back pre 3.3 before the LFR and all that came in and killed guilds. But that's my shameless self-promotion for the week, I guess. So I heard a rumor this week, and I know it's not true because this rumor's been around since forever and ever and ever ago. And by the way, my beanie's back, for those of you that noticed. I heard a rumor that something in 5.3 WoW was talking, or Blizz was talking about adding in a third spec. It's not going to happen. I highly, highly, highly doubt it. But it got me to thinking, this whole new talent system that they've introduced with MOP and everything else, just really how much I dislike the whole system, because one talent point every 15 levels for your character, it really doesn't feel like you're actually doing anything with your character. Every 15 levels you get to do something that's kind of cool, I guess. But a lot of these decisions you're making on your talents, really, they're kind of pointless. You got whole tiers where you're like, I don't want any of this crap. Do I have to pick one? But that being said, I really got me thinking about how I miss the old talent system and the actual old talent trees. But I'm not talking the Kata talent trees. I'm talking early Lich King, late BC, where you could actually have hybrid specs, and you could do neat things. And Blizz said they introduced this whole system to get us away from cookie cutter builds. I really, at first I had high hopes for it. I really thought maybe it was going to work and maybe things were going to be decent with it and it was going to work out. And I'm really back to my very, very first original view on this, where it just doesn't. The cookie cutter builds are worse now, if anything, than they ever were before. Because, you've only got 3 talents every 15 levels that you can pick from. You took us out of a refrigerator box and stuffed us in a shoebox. It doesn't work for me. I'm not really a big fan of it. And like I said, I would really like to see the hybrid specs come back. Was it probably 3.1ish, 3.1, 3.2, somewhere in that area? I stopped running Unholy as a DPS spec on my DK, and I was actually running a Blood Ghoul spec, hybrid Blood Ghoul spec, which is where you went far enough down the Blood talent tree to get Bloodworms, and then you stopped. And you went far enough down the Unholy tree to get a permanent ghoul, and you were out of talent points. And, when I first started running this, I was getting some really, really good DPS out of this. This is back, you needed the 3,500 was minimum damage, minimum DPS to run heroics, and I was trying to think. I think I was up around 4,200 or so, without being anywhere near heroic geared at the time. And even for PvP stuff, let's face it, I don't think there's a build out there right now that would be able to keep up with a resto elemental hybrid shaman, or a feral resto druid. those specs were just badass. You got your ass handed to you by those guys. And it was just, I think it was a lot cooler because you had a lot more options with your characters. And while, yes, there was the build, this is the build you're going to do for DPS, there was still a lot of room to play in that. You could still, like I said, Unholy was the build for Death Knights. Everybody was running Unholy Death Knight. And damage numbers were good. And I was running a Blood Ghoul spec, and keeping up with, and a lot of times out DPSing the unholy DKs. So, you know, the cookie cutter spec, it was there, but it was a lot looser in a lot of ways. It really wasn't so much of a cookie cutter as somebody just took a loose shape of tinfoil and crushed it down on the dough and said, hey, have a cookie. So, I don't know. It just kind of get this whole thing about 3 specs, which I know Blizzard's never going to do, because this has been around since there's been talent trees. It's not going to happen. It's just not. I really don't think so. I would be thoroughly amazed, honestly, if Blizz said, okay, hey, now you guys can have 3 specs. You know, really? We've been asking for this for 4 years now, 5 years now, and you're just finally going to give it to us? Now that it really doesn't mean jack, because we can, you know, take a tome of the clear mind and just wipe our talents for less than a couple gold. I don't see why they would do that. So, but anyways, that being said and all that, you know, I just kind of wanted to throw my curmudgeonly 2 cents out about this whole talent tree thing. And you know, don't get me wrong. I mean, the new system works. It is functional. It is nice because it is easier in a lot of ways. But it had the exact opposite effect what Blizzard was going for, and I don't think they're going to change it in 5.3. They might change it in 6.0, but I really wouldn't count on it. It'd be like Blizz admitting they were wrong, and like they ain't going to do that. So I don't know. It really kind of got me thinking all nostalgic, like, you know, about doing hybrid specs again. And just, man, how I miss it, you know? I mean, a level 90 anything with a hybrid spec would be pretty cool. I mean, let's face it, you know, all the new options, the new spells and stuff we've got, it would just be pretty sick, I think. But, yeah, I just wanted to throw it out there, see what you guys thought. Like I said, there's not a whole lot else for me to talk about right at the moment. Not that I can think of anyways. But apparently there is a whole bunch of new stuff coming in 5.3, a bunch of cool stuff, some class changes, some profession changes. The neatest thing I did see on the PTR patch notes, which, I mean, 5.3 is not even on the PTR yet. I think it should be on probably next week. But the coolest thing I saw was that low-level herbalists and low-level miners can actually farm nodes in Pandaria and get some mats from them. It said the quantity of mats gathered from each node is going to be dependent on skill level. But even low-level miners and herbalists can actually go out there and just start working on their mining and herbalism there, which is kind of neat. It saves a whole bunch of time of backtracking and going all the way back to the Barrens or, you know, Darkshore to get copper. So, yeah, that's kind of neat. I'm really a fan of that idea. But, like I said, I don't remember there being much else that really caught my interest. A couple of Undasta nerfs. Not really nerfs. A couple changes to Undasta, and yeah, a couple new, I think 3 new scenarios, 2 new battlegrounds, 1 or 2 new battlegrounds. I think it was 1 new battleground and 3 new scenarios, which is kind of cool. You know, the scenario thing I'm really liking. Oh, there's going to be a heroic mode for the scenarios now too. I guess they're playing around with, which is pretty neat because scenarios are fun. But if we could run them on heroic and get some better gear from them, that'd be even better, right? I mean, you know, better gear is always good. So. Yeah, but that's pretty much the majority of what I had for you this week. Anyways, you guys know the drill. Comment, subscribe, like, thumbs up, and all that jazz. Check us out over on Facebook, facebook.com/lustwarcraft, twitter.com/casualwarcraft. I don't really tweet a whole lot. I can't, you know, my thumb's just the tweeting thing. I don't know. It just... and twitch.tv/lustair. There's going to be much more streaming coming now that we're actually... you know, being more active in the guild and actually running heroics and stuff like that. I'm actually going to stream a bunch more. What was the other one? Casualwarcraft@gmail.com. If you got questions, comments, complaints, gripes, criticism, whatever the hell you want to talk to me about. If you want to see something on the show, go ahead and send it there. And I'll do my very best to see what I can help you guys out with, see if I can show you something. You notice the new format of the videos this week. I kind of moved things around a little bit. We're working on a new game room setup here. My girlfriend, now his fiance, has moved in with me, and we're rearranging things. My desk really wasn't working where it was because turning this into an actual game room just wasn't really working out. So we've rearranged a little bit. Now I'm gonna be doing it this way from now on, so you guys get to check out the fancy animated wallpapers and whatnot. I'll try to do something neat, I guess, every once in a while for a wallpaper, because, I mean, that one's cool, but we need something different once in a while. I gotta spice it up a little bit. Once we get things settled down here a little bit and cleaned up and get rid of the pizza box and boxing the new TV and all that, maybe I'll give you guys a little walkthrough of the game room. Actually, I got to get a new battery for my camera because this one died apparently. So once I get that done, maybe we'll do a little walkthrough of the game room and show you guys what's up in here and let you check it out and, you know, tell me that it's not epic enough for you guys or whatever you want. But yeah, more or less I think that was it. I really thought there was something else. Did I miss something? I don't know, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Twitch, email. Yeah, I don't really talk about it too much either, but if you guys want, you know, I do have t-shirts available over on districtlines.com/casualwarcraft. You know, they're t-shirts. I designed them. You can buy them. That simple. Yeah, anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you this week, with one small addition, which is going to take me a little bit of a second here. You're going to have to bear with me as I move my camera. So, hold on, things are going to get shaky. Someone's going to get embarrassed. I promise it's going to be fun. You guys are all going to enjoy it. Hey, I can move my camera. I'm good like that. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Mel. She's all embarrassed and shy. Me and her are actually working on starting a gaming channel, mostly retro gaming, some newer stuff, you know, yeah, so, look at her, she's all embarrassed. Isn't she cute? How's it going? We've got a Facebook page started for it, and we're working on a YouTube channel. But, yeah, I will definitely keep you guys informed and up to date on that, because she is going to be the main host. It is her show. I'm going to be co-hosting for a while, possibly indefinitely. We're not really sure yet. But we'll work something else. We'll work something out. That's the ticket. Anyways, you know, say hi, Mel.
How's it going?
You want to tell them your channel name or anything like that, you know, since you're here?
Okay.
It's like a spur of the moment interview, you know.
That's right. It is called ComQuest, and I have a channel up right now, WolfMel26, if you would like to check that out first, as ComQuest will take a little bit of time to get it started, but I appreciate it. Thanks.
So anyways, that is Mel. I am me, Lust. And hopefully soon you guys will be seeing more stuff coming from us, and on both channels, this one here and ComQuest, once that gets up and running. And I will post a link to ComQuest down in the sub box. There's a ComQuest Facebook page as well. There's nothing there yet, just a cover photo. But I'll put a link to it up anyways in the sub box for you guys to check out. And yeah, that's all I got for you this week, guys. Thanks a lot. Enjoy, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, and all that jazz. And say goodbye, Mel.
Bye.
All right, we're out, guys.